Okay guys, today we're going to do side mount hold downs. There's a lot of misconceptions with side mount hold downs. At the beginning levels, most guys just squeeze on their opponent because they don't want them to get away. They put their weight down and they squeeze. The reason this is wrong is at the higher levels, the guys, if I commit too much weight to them, will just bridge and roll me. If I squeeze too tight, Mike will just bridge and I'll go flying. If I put my legs flat out to try to put all my weight on him, he'll replace the guard by sticking the bottom leg in. So what I want to do is I want to apply pressure, but I don't want to put all my weight down on top of him. Not until he's out of energy will I put all my weight down on top of him. So positionally, from side mount, my hand goes up by the top of his head. My right knee goes underneath his butt. I want him flattened out. Anytime Mike can turn his head towards me, he's going to start turning his body towards me and coming into posture. So even if I have my elbow all the way underneath him, Mike can still turn his head to the right, and he'll start pushing me away and coming into posture. Now he can escape. So I don't want him. I want him flattened out the whole time. So my hand goes on the ground towards the top of his head. Anytime Mike starts looking to the right, my hand goes out. My right hand is underneath his shoulder, and my right knee is against his butt, so I keep him flat. Notice I don't have my head down, I'm not putting all my weight down, just like this. Now, what Mike would do now, anytime my opponent starts to defend, I need to react. So this is where I start. So first he goes into positional hold downs from this position, and then he'll go into submissions later, and we'll cover that later. But right now, Mike now wants to get out. They do one of three things. They push on the neck. If his hand comes underneath and pushes on the neck and he pushes me up, I put my right hand on the ground and I come up. But notice I didn't get rid of his head, and I didn't take my right knee away from his butt. The next one, he pushes on my hip. When he pushes on my hip, he's doing that so he can turn to his right and start coming into posture. Go ahead, Mike. And he starts coming into posture. So, as soon as he starts pushing on my hip, my left hand goes from his head underneath his tricep. My hip comes up, and my right leg goes under. Then all I do is move my leg over his head and sit back down. Now he has neither hand touching me. So from this angle, here I am, just like this. Now I know he's going to start escaping. He pushes on my hip. I have to react. My hip goes up, my right knee comes under as my left hand pulls his tricep up. Then putting my weight into him. I'm not leaning too far over, but right over the center. Then my left knee comes over here, just like this. There are submissions from here. I have submissions here, I have submissions here. But this is a positional. Right now, neither hand is on me. He can't push me off of him. The only other one that he'll do besides going underneath my neck or pushing away at my hip is moving my left arm off. Now he can move his head to the right and start getting back in position again and turning towards me. Soon as he pushes on my arm, my left knee follows underneath his tricep. Just like this. And here I am again. Neither hand is on me. I can step all the way over, or I can just stay underneath his arm. This is the most secure way to position my opponent inside mount and keep him inside mount, especially at the higher levels. I'm never committing to just one thing, but I am keeping his body straight and flat and out of posture. And that's the technique of the week.